morning, good morning, morning.
Viewers, we are back here on Tobago Updates, the Youth Wednesday show here live at Port Mall in Scarborough, Tobago. This morning we start off with our furry fuzzy tail friends, or saving them rather. This morning we're joined with Dr. Racquel Small, Senior Veterinarian at the TTSPCA Tobago branch. Good morning to you, Dr. Small.
Good morning.
All right, so let's just get straight into it. I think as we introduced, it's the Tobago branch. A lot of us know who TTSPCA is, but for those of our islanders who may not know, who is the TTSPCA?
So we are a open admission shelter. That basically means that we take any animal in, well, dogs and cats in. We take in unwanted, abandoned animals that owners can no longer take care of. We assess them to see if they're healthy or not, to see if they have okay behaviors to be adopted out. We spay and neuter, we deworm, we vaccinate, we treat them for fleas and ticks, and we try to find homes for them. That's basically what we do. So our aim is to reduce the stray population. Our aim is to get to the point where there are no stray dogs and cats out there. The reasons why we do this is we're trying to protect this public because, as we know, dogs and cats, stray dogs and cats can cause a lot of problems, right? So basically we're doing this to try to protect the population of Tobago.
All right. And I mean, you offer a lot of services, but we're now at the point of saving Tobago's animal shelter. So how did we get to this point?
So basically it comes down to our funding. So we are funded by donations mostly. We have a small vet clinic that we get funds from as well, but that only covers like our basic, very, very basic running costs. So the extra programs, they're not being funded at all. And sometimes we don't even make it to cover our basic costs. Please remember that we have about, on average, 60 to 70 animals at the shelter. We have asked for funding from the THA, but they have not been forthcoming with that. We need more help to organize fundraisers to get more money in. We need more corporate assistance. We need businesses to come in and help, people to come in and help, so that we can continue to run this facility. We are the only facility that takes in stray dogs and cats in Tobago.
Right. And okay, so you're saying that the THA does not fund the Tobago, the TTSPCA. Who does the funding?
Government.
The government, all right. Who actually does the funding for the animal shelter?
The clinic and donations that we receive, that's it.
All right, so this is in an effort to raise funds so that the shelter is upgraded and we can do better with the dogs and the cats the animals that we have there.
Yeah, the facility, the services that we provide for these stray dogs and cats, they are expensive. Anybody who owns a dog and cat knows how much chow costs. They know how much vaccinations cost. They know how much it costs to keep them free of fleas and ticks. Responsible owners, they know how much it costs, and it's not cheap. So for us to continue to be able to do what we do, we need help.
All right. What are some of the things that the public can do to assist the shelter in being saved?
In continuing to run?
Yes.
We need volunteers to come in and help us with the workload. Our staff is actually very small. It's only about 9 of us in total. That's shelter and clinic. So we need volunteers to help us with little things like socialization. We need volunteers to help us with stuff like fundraising. We need volunteers to just help us with anything that their skill set is. We don't only need people to come in, or you can come in and walk dogs. You can come in and socialize with the cats. That does help. But we also need people with specialized skill sets to help us get certain activities going. We need to start an education program because a lot of people in Tobago actually don't know that they're supposed to be taking care of their dogs and cats a certain way. We need to be talking about responsible pet ownership so we don't have so many stray dogs and cats. We need help to get into the schools, to get to the public, to create this awareness. So anybody who can help with that, we need help with our social media. A lot of people don't know what we do because we're not very good are putting ourselves out there on social media. We need help with that. So it's not just coming to walk dogs and cats. We do need money, yes, definitely, always. But we do need people to come in and physically help us as well.
All right. And in terms of any future fundraising ideas, is there anything planned that the public may be aware of right now that we could participate in?
Not really. Let me think. We have book sales that are going on at Moorshead. That's every 2 months. We do need to plan some big fundraisers to help. There have been some ideas thrown around, but we don't have the manpower to do it. We used to have a jumbo sale annually at the end of November, but that takes a lot of planning and a lot of coordination. And again, we need physical bodies to come and help us with that. Anybody who's good at helping raise funds or project management would be a big asset to us, honestly.
Okay. And in terms of people who may want to, in an effort to assist, may want to bring their pets, and probably volunteer for the day or the week, where can they find the information, and what pets do you actually cater to at the animal shelter?
What services we perform there? Well, the actual services to the public, we do have programs going on. They're not necessarily fundraising programs. We have a monthly low-cost neuter program that's been going on for almost a year, and it's been pretty successful. So if you need to get your dog or cat spayed or neutered at a reasonable cost, you can approach us. We are getting funding from another charity organization called Animals 360. We can be found online. The easiest way to get us is through our WhatsApp number, 3090219. That's 3090219. Or you can call the landline at 2331951. That's 2331951. We're very easy to find. You can use Google Maps to find us. We are near the stadium. The Dwight York Stadium. We're very near that. So once you get there, it's an easy run to get to us. You can come in and talk to us about what's needed and what you can do to help. We offer, you can come in and give up your animals to us. You can come in and adopt animals. We also have a small vet clinic. We're one of only 2 clinics on the island. So we do regular services for vets, for animals, dogs, cats, sheep, goats. We do vaccinations, dewormings, we treat sick animals, that kind of thing. So you can use our clinic. That helps generate funds as well, and you're getting something out of it. You can become a member of the society as well. You could always call in to find out how you could do that and be active in terms of our activities and helping us get our activities off the ground.
All right. Now, before we go, I just want to ask a question. Now, this is based on what you're saying about the services that you provide. What animals do you actually cater to? And I ask this question because I know a lot of veterinary clinics, they normally have partnerships with some of the farmers, the livestock owners, I should say, to provide services for them, whether it be maintenance, as you said, treating the animals, etc. Has there been any effort to do so? And what animals do you actually cater to at the clinic?
Most of the time it's dogs and cats. It's pet animals at this particular clinic. We do very minimal farm animal because for most farmers it's not cost effective because remember, unlike the state vets, we don't get funding from THA. So the cost from the state vets is very subsidized. So the bills look astronomical to most farmers when we bill them. And even though we're trying to give discounts, it still looks too high to them. So I don't really push the farmers coming in. If you need us, we are here and we can help. But there would be costs attached. But most of the time it's dogs and cats. And we can't hospitalize farm animals either because we have so many dogs and cats on the compound and there's nowhere really to put them. That's basically it. But it's mostly pets. We do birds too, but we have to go to the birds. And I haven't seen many turtles since I've been here. I don't think anybody keeps them anymore.
All right. And what about house visits?
We do house calls. Yeah, we do house calls, but usually it's after hours. So we'd come either before we start work or after we start work, depending on which vet is doing it. So we do house calls. We do go out to see animals. It is usually animals that are not too sick because in my experience, when they're very, very sick, I always forget something. So it's a struggle to treat them properly. So I prefer if your animal is actually sick that they come in. We do offer transport for cases like that. So we can send our vehicle out to pick them up to bring them in if the person does not have transport. So there are other options available if they can't really get to us on their own.
All right. Okay, thank you so much for sharing the information with us, Dr. Racquel Small. Again, she is she's the senior veterinarian at the TTSPCA. That is all local animal shelter here, located right next to the Dwight York Stadium. You know, that small turnoff right after D number one's hardware. So if you need any services in particular pertaining to any veterinary services, that is, you can visit them. You can give them a call. If you want to be a volunteer, if you want to help out in funding, the TTSPCA is calling on you as members of the public to our local animal shelter to help to save it. All right. So, Dr. Small, thank you so much for being with us here this morning here on Youth Wednesdays on Tobago Updates. It was a pleasure
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure as well for us. All right, so viewers, this was the TTSPCA Saving Tobago's Animal Shelter, and you are encouraged to do so. The number will be found on our Facebook page linked to the uploaded live. All right, so before we go, viewers, I just want to encourage you to share the live, share the live, share the live. We'll be right back.